Hi there, and welcome to this week's live session where I'm going to walk you through how to get into high energy levels at daytime, and that will also help you to fall into deep resting sleep at nighttime. And what we're talking about today are morning rituals. Super powerful. And in this week's episode of the Sleep Trust podcast, you will find it at sleeptrust.eu. I'm going to drop the link underneath this video. I walked you through my personal morning routine, and today I just want to talk about a couple of topics. So, if you are feeling fatigued at daytime and have a hard time to fall asleep at nighttime, then morning rituals might be the number one thing that you want to have a look at. Because quite frequently, we think about morning rituals, no, we think about our sleep when we go to bed. And that's too late. So I hope everything's up and running. It's my first live session on this new Sleep Trust channel. If you can see me, just drop me a like or something that I will see that everything's working fine. And then we're going to move on with the morning rituals. So essentially, what you want to consider when you get up in the morning is first, how do we wake up? So quite frequently, we use conventional alarm clocks. And these alarm clocks kind of shoot off the alarm at a certain time. So if you're just joining me, that's fine. Just drop me a like or a comment, and drop me where you're from. That would be cool to see where you're joining us from. So if you use a conventional alarm clock that will fire off an alarm at a certain time, this can be really critical in the morning, actually, because our sleep is kind of configured in sleep stages. So we're talking about light sleep and we're talking about deep sleep. And when that conventional alarm clock fires off the alarm, it can rip you out of deep sleep. And what will happen is that you'll feel completely scattered. And that doesn't have to be. So typically, if you want to get out of the morning with a good feeling, then you'll try to use an alarm clock that's hooked up to your biorhythm. So I use one of these. It's a fitness tracker that kind of figures out when I'm in light sleep stage and when I'm in a deep sleep stage, and it will kind of wake me up when I'm in a light sleep stage. And you could also think about using a light-based alarm clock. These are alarm clocks that kind of wake you up through light. They just dim up the light, and at some point, your eyes will recognize that the sun is shining, and you're just gonna wake up so much easier, and it's gonna feel so much better. So the next thing that you want to do and consider doing is that you want to get out of bed right away. So don't hit that snooze button. We all kind of love to do it, but it's just super critical because it's in the end it's gonna pull the energy out of your body. The best thing to do in the morning is just to get up. As soon as you're awake, take 1 or 2 minutes and get up, and that's it. Then hydrate your bodies, get a glass of water, drink that, and after that, the next best thing that you could possibly do is simply to get into body movement. So get your body into motion, wake up naturally. Don't start your day with a coffee. You can have that later on. Now start to give your body a little bit of movement, slight movement. I personally love to have a little walk. That's not only good for the body movement aspect, but also because I'm exposing my body to sunlight, right? And sunlight is super powerful. And this is essentially the first thing that will also help you to sleep better at nighttime. So basically what happens when we expose our bodies to sunlight is that our biorhythm gets the information that it's daytime. So we've got little receptors in our eyes that pick up on light, in particular on blue light. And what happens then is that it gives this information, the eyes give the information to a thing called the SCN, and the SCN is something like our inner clock, right? And now our inner clock knows that it's daytime, and it's just gonna take care that everything in our body gets up and running. And that's super important because if we don't get a clear signal in the morning, then at nighttime we're going to have a harder time to fall asleep too. So super essential, get out into sunlight, get that clear sleep or wake up signal. You can call it as you like to. For me, it's a sleep signal in the morning, and that will help you to fall asleep better at nighttime too. The last thing that I want to suggest that you should be doing anyway, and that is super helpful for your sleep, but in particular much more directly helpful for your day, is that you actually plan your day. I personally have a planner. It's a little book. It's called the Evo Planner. Great system. Not really super cheap, but worth every cent. But what you want to do is just to take a sheet of paper and think about what you want to do today, because it's your day and you deserve to do things that you want to do. And if you don't plan your day, you're just going to be kind of the play ball of the outside demands. So what you want to do is, first off, you want to write down one thing that you're going to do for yourself, for your well-being. The second thing that you want to do is that you want to write down something that's fun for you to do at daytime. The third thing that you want to plan is to connect with somebody that you love, somebody you like, somebody you didn't see for a while. You just want to write down with whom you want to connect today. And then we're going to start the daily plan, which will be, first off, to write down the most important thing that you want to get done today. And after that, the smaller stuff. But the most important thing is that thing that you definitely want to get done. And you definitely, you want to commit. You want to commit in the sense of you promise yourself that you're going to do that. By the way, before I do my daily plan, I actually tap into gratitude exercise, which is super powerful, not only for sleep. It's a powerful exercise for sleep, but I do it in the morning just to tap into this fantastic feeling. If you start your day off being thankful for things, I think it's one of the best ways to start your day. And I do it really simple. I take a pen, take 2 to 3 minutes, and then I just write down little things that I'm thankful for. Could be my wife, could be my kids, could be a book, could be, anything. The sun, the birds that are singing outside, small stuff. It doesn't depend on having or finding big things. Take the little things. They're quite frequently even more powerful, and it's super easy to tap into the feeling. So, and that's essentially, when you run through the day and do stuff that you planned to do, then you're going to feel so much better at nighttime when it's time to hit the bed, because you're actually going to feel proud and you're going to feel under control of your days. You're going to run through the day with higher energy levels, and you're going to be able to fall asleep better too. And that's a win-win out of the sleep perspective, right? Or out of our perspective. So just want to say hi and thanks for joining. And now I'm going to close up this first live session that I had for kind of a while. Hope you join the next week. I'm going to do these live sessions weekly again. And wishing you all the best. Don't forget to check out sleeptrust.eu, where you can find the weekly podcast all around sleep, energy levels, and this and that, what I love to chat and share with you. And until then, have a superb sleep. And thanks for joining.